drops mic.
Now I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself, it's all I got in the end. It's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and if you are new to the channel, welcome to today's video. I have been waiting since January to do this video, to start these series of videos I'm going to be putting out over the next week or so. February is the month of love, and I am just so excited to share some tips and tricks and ways for you to authentically love yourself. I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in social media and looking at what you see online and seeing everyone have a Valentine or seeing like all of these things around this month, and it can be really hard. If you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship, you can kind of have these feelings of not feeling good enough or not feeling loved. And so today I just thought it would be great to share some ways that you can start your self-love journey, because if you don't love yourself, nobody will. If you guys want more videos like this and you like content like this, make sure you leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and let's go ahead and get into today's video. Now, as y'all see, I put on my red headband, my red lips. I don't ever wear lipstick, but I thought, you know, maybe it's fitting for the vibe. Let me know what y'all think. Like, I have no lip liner on. That's probably the first problem if I look crazy, but when I was younger, I definitely feel like my definition of self-love was definitely tainted. I feel like I had this very simple definition of like, if I walked in the mirror, I liked what I had on, I felt cute, like, okay, I love myself, I'm out the door. When I tell you, that has definitely changed now that I'm in my 20s and life has taught me a little bit and I have experienced some things. Self-love truly starts within here. And so today, that is what we're going to be talking about, how to first love yourself here before anywhere else. So let's go ahead and get into number one. Is going to be really important for the remainder of the topics that I go over. So number one is be kind to yourself. You are your own supporter, your biggest supporter, your worst enemy, and you're your biggest critic. So in order for you to fully love yourself, you have to be kind and remember the things that you're putting into your own self. You are always going to wake up to you. You are always going to wake up and look at yourself in the mirror. It's never going to be anybody different. And that person is going to be consistently in your life. You are always the consistent in your life. So being kind to yourself, giving yourself grace through different situations, understanding yourself, figuring out who you are, finding things that you like, finding things that don't make you feel loved, that do make you feel loved, is pouring kindness back into yourself. Number two, it kind of tackles on to number one, but it is become aware of what makes you feel loved and what doesn't make you feel loved. I think this was something that I definitely struggled with, and it's because we all grow up in different environments, different households, and in different ways of life. There's just so many different aspects of our life that formulate us, like the schools we go to, the friends we had growing up, like our parents. Everything just formulates, and you are grown up, you are raised to look at love one type of way. And so as you grow up, you start to depict and pick things out and say like, hey, like, I don't really like that. And you might not be able to decipher what that feeling is, but that feeling is that doesn't make you feel loved when someone does that, or when you do that to yourself. When you don't show up for yourself, it makes you feel unloved. When you don't do the things you say you're going to do, it makes you feel unloved. And vice versa, when people start to do that to you, it adds on to the way you feel like you need love. That also goes for the things that you do love and things that do make you happy. I also noticed with myself that I didn't really know things that I enjoyed. I didn't really know things that I loved. And so I've been on this whole journey of figuring out things that I truly, truly, truly love. And so I advise you to take just a solid like 6 months and truly dive into what you love and what you don't love. Number three, girl, I'm always going to talk about this in every video I make. Self-care, self-care, self-care. I cannot prioritize this enough. You have got to stick to solid hygiene routines. You have got to get good products. You have got to invest in the quality of you. Like, when I started doing this, I loved my skincare routine. Let me tell y'all, getting an ice roller changed my life. Like, I love using my ice roller. I love the products that I use and how my face feels when I'm done with my skincare routine. It just truly makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel like you took the time for yourself and poured back into you, whether that be in the morning when you get up and do your skincare, or at night when you do your skincare and your whole routine, and whether that consists of your whole routine consists of you doing that, lathering up your body, and then getting in bed and journaling. Like, whatever that is for you, make sure it's consistent across the board, because it'll help you feel like you're pouring into yourself. Number 4, in the day and age that we live in, where social media is so prominent and it literally surrounds the entire world around us, stop comparing yourself. And this one was hard for me because I caught myself getting so invested in content creators and YouTubers and TikTokers, and I was looking at their life and I was like, this is not my life. Like, this is their life, and our lives are never going to be exactly alike. Like, we're never going to be the exact same. There's always going to be a difference in our lives, and I have to create the life that I want, not the life that somebody else has created, not the life that looks amazing or cool or whatever. I have to create the life I want, or I won't ever truly love it. I won't ever truly be able to fully indulge in those experiences and how it will feel for me. So make sure that you are taking that time to do that. Number 4, your value does not solely rely on your looks. Drops mic. Your value does not solely rely on your looks. Now, I started at the beginning of this video saying that when I was younger, it was kind of just like, if I look cute, like, that's it. Like, if I feel cute today, like, all right, like, I love myself, like, I put myself together today. But I wasn't really working on like what was in here and what was in here. It was just kind of like a physical thing, a material thing, like, all right, I'm done, like, whatever. But once I started doing the work of like healing and understanding myself and really putting value towards me, I learned that it didn't matter like how cute I was or how much my hair was done or how much my nails was done. If I wasn't in love with myself at the core of who I was never going to fully love myself. I was never going to get there. So take the time to truly understand that, yes, looks are valuable. You should always, want to look good, but it's not the full capacity of you. You have got to understand you at the core of who you are first. Number 6, trust yourself. This one could be tricky simply because of things that I mentioned earlier. Life experiences, broken trust, being hurt, being confused, finding yourself. It is so hard to trust yourself over and over and over again when you've been hurt, or when you've been lied to, and when you've believed one thing, or it can just be so hard to regain that self-trust within yourself. But again, you are always your biggest cheerleader. You are always going to be with you, and you are always going to be the first person to make decisions for yourself. So you have got to realize how to trust yourself and how to regain and rebuild that relationship with you, so that in turn you've developed that deep inner love with yourself. Number 7, allow yourself to make mistakes and then forgive yourself. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because number 7, allow yourself to make mistakes and then forgive yourself. We are all constantly evolving, changing, and growing, and we have to make mistakes in life in order to grow. So when you make those mistakes, learn from them, figure out if they were mistakes that you want to grow from, that you want to let go, that you want to move past, and then figure out a way to develop that trust with yourself again so you can move forward. And last but not least, allow yourself to feel all of these emotions and process them with the correct time that your body needs. When you rush yourself and you try to get yourself to hurry up and just process and get past emotions or forget them, you end up hurting yourself even more, because you never fully allow your heart to heal, to really start loving and pouring into yourself the way you need to. You have got to take all the time that you need, and that might be a week, that might be a year. However long it takes, make sure that you are loving yourself enough to pour into yourself, to be there for yourself, to understand yourself, so that you can have this great relationship and bond with you. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. That was my last point. I love these videos. Like I said, I just feel like there's so much like a girl talk, like we're sitting on FaceTime and we talking and like we're having a whole conversation. Well, I don't know if it's really like we on FaceTime, because I really be talking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they are very much so like homegirl, best friend like type of vibes. Like the same thing that I'm telling to y'all, I'm always gonna tell to myself. I'm always very authentic and will let anybody know that I am still a work in progress and that these things are things that I'm constantly working on as well. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know some things that you are doing to fall in love with yourself this season, this year. So I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.